Hey, what's going on everybody? Badger DIY here back again. Today we're checking out the brand new Eden Emulator version 0.3 release candidate 2 running on my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. We'll see how it handles some lighter games like new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, mid-range titles like The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and heavier games such as Red Dead Redemption. This build isn't final, but it's future frozen, so performance should be pretty close to the upcoming stable release. With that said, let's see what this thing can do. So Eden 0.3 is the second release candidate before the stable version. Right now it's in the feature freeze, which means they're not adding anything new, just fixing bugs and tweaking performance. If you want the most stable experience, you might want to wait until the stable build drops. But I wanted to test it now to see what improvements we're getting over the latest release. For my tests, I'm using the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. This is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 version with the 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. At the moment it's running Android 15 Vanilla Ice Cream with the latest updates installed. Games are stored locally on the internal storage, and for controls I'm using my budget-friendly EasySMX M10 controller for all the gameplay. Getting Eden set up on Android is pretty straightforward. First, head over to the official GitHub page. I'll have the link in a pinned comment. Download the latest release. Install Eden. And we will have to grant the necessary permission. Then we will select our product keys. And we will choose the version of firmware 19.0.1. Next, we'll point Eden to your games folder. Enable deep scan. And we are ready to go. Just a quick note, this video, like all my others, is for educational purposes only. And if you're enjoying this so far, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. What I really like about Eden is the built-in carousel view. It's got that nice clean cover art wheel you can scroll through, and if you prefer something different, you can switch over to list or grid view, just like with other emulators. You can also sort your games alphabetically, and there are handy shortcuts for recently played and recently added titles. Makes findings what you want super quick. Now let's tweak a few settings for smoother gameplay. If you head into advanced settings, then system, and turn off the limit speed option. Next we'll jump over to graphics, and we'll set the resolution scale to 1.5x and change the aspect ratio to stretch to window. These settings strike a nice balance between performance and visuals on the S24 Ultra. What really makes Eden stand out, especially if you're new to emulation and not sure which drivers you need, is the built-in fetch feature. When you click on it, Eden will detect your GPU and show the recommended driver for your setup. In my case, it's suggesting Mr. Purple T21. All I have to do is click it to download, but there are plenty of other options you can pick from it if you want to experiment. And if you prefer, there is also an option to install your driver manually. Next, let's head into control section. Select player 1, then use the auto map control feature. It will detect and map your gamepad automatically, which saves a lot of time. And of course, there are plenty of other options and features you can tweak but for now this setup will work just fine. First up, new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This is a lighter title and usually runs really well on modern devices. Before we start, I'm going to disable the on-screen overlay. Just hit the back button, go into overlay options, toggle controls, toggle all, and then hit OK. That way we get a nice clean view of the gameplay. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe runs great. Controls feel snappy, load times are quick, and I didn't notice any visual glitches during my test run. Next, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Bumping up to 1.5 scaling does drop the frame rate into low 20s in heavier areas, so for the smoothest experience, native resolution is the way to go. Still, it's impressive seeing this game running on a phone without major graphical issues. And now for real stress test, Red Dead Redemption. This is one of the heavier games for the emulator, and load times are definitely longer here. Once you're in, gameplay is sitting around 20 to 25 FPS in less busy areas, and drops into the tens during big shutouts or dense towns. It's not what I call perfectly playable yet, but for in-development release candidate on a phone, it's still an impressive technical demo.
You're gonna get us both in a world of trouble, Mr. Marston. Best we get out of town. Well, it's Port Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the port in a long time. Clean place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent
I'd
fella?
save those bullets for Port Mercy if I was you. Oh, no. It's been a bad...
Next up, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This one is a bit more demanding than the new Super Mario Bros., but the S24 Ultra handles it well. It's always a good test game because it's fast-paced, colorful, and really shows how smooth the emulator can be when everything's dialed in. And as our final game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This one's visually gorgeous and can be a bit demanding in certain areas, but here on the S24 Ultra is running surprisingly well. The bright colors really pop up on the AMOLED display and frame rate stays solid enough to make it very playable. It's a nice way to wrap up the test and show that Eden can handle a wide range of Switch titles from light platformers to more modern 3D adventurers. So overall, Eden is shaping up nicely. Light games are no problem at all. Moderate titles are playable with a few tweaks, and even the heavy hitters can at least boot and run to some extent. Battery drain is pretty high during these tests, and the phone does get warm after 30-40 minutes, but that's to be expected with this kind of workload. I didn't run into major crashes, though your mileage may vary depending on the game and your device. And that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Eden on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is looking really promising, and I'm excited to see what the final stable release brings. If you tested this build yourself, let me know in the comments which games work best for you. And if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss my test of the final stable release coming soon. Until next time, thanks for watching.